Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gents, and members of the Big Red Food Army. It's your boy, the General Big Red of this wacky food army. And welcome to another episode of the Ghetto Gourmet. Well, I'm going to start cooking something. Actually, I'm not even going to start cooking nothing. I'm going to marinate something. It's going to marinate for 24 hours, and I'm going to cook it tomorrow. So, you're going to see me marinate it now. And then in 24 hours, you'll see me again cooking it. But with the power of the internet, you'll see me in just a few seconds after you see me marinate this stuff. So what are we going to do? I'm doing a pork tenderloin with this sauce that I got from the hot sauce shop that I go to get various hot sauces. And I'm just going to marinate this pork tenderloin. So let's get started. So let's see, we're going to need a gallon size Ziploc bag to put this big ass pork tenderloin in. So we got our Ziploc freezer bag. We've got our pork tenderloin. This is the Kroger brand. It's normally $11.53. Got it on sale. Look at that. For only $9.22. So, let's open this up. And I am actually cooking something. You can see the pot over there. I'm cooking something for me and my son. I usually get the Hormel pork tenderloins, but they were out of them, and that location at K. Rogers, aka Kroger, said that they weren't handling that anymore. So I had to get the store brand, which is no big deal. I mean, pork is pork. It's not like either one of them made the damn pig. Squeeze this old big ass pork tenderloin into there. Alright. This actually looks like two pork tenderloins, which it is. So it's actually two pork tenderloins instead of one. Well, guess what? We're having two pork tenderloins tomorrow. Alright, so let me wash my hands. More. Let me get the old marinade. And what we got here is from the Bravado Spice Company, Pineapple Habanero. You may have seen something from this company on Hot Ones. They do the something in blueberry, which I've tried. It's not terrible. Just, I didn't know what I'd do with blueberry, but pork and pineapple go very well together. So, let me shake this up. I'll give it a little taste. Hey, son.
Yeah.
Come give this a little taste and tell me if it's going to be too hot for you. Cut your finger. expensive. So
It's actually really good.
it is good. I tried it at the store. I'm going to reserve some of this for when we put it in the pot to cook it, but we're going to marinate it in this. And we're going to cook it with some pineapple tidbits, which we got the Dole pineapple tidbits in 100% pineapple juice. So we'll pour a little bit of that juice in there to cut some of that heat, and we are going to put a couple pieces of pineapple in there too. What the hell? I'm going to reserve the rest of this for when we actually go to cook it. And I'm just going to stick this in the refrigerator overnight and constantly flip it so the whole thing gets nice and marinated. Put the rest of these pineapples in the refrigerator so we can cook them with that tomorrow. Put the rest of this sauce in the old fridge. And like I said, with the power of the internet, I'll see you back here in 24 hours. But it'll be a matter of seconds that y'all see me. Anyway, I'll see you then. Alright, so it's been close to 24 hours that pork tenderloin's been marinating, but with the power of the internet and the magic of the interwebs, hey, you only had to wait a few seconds. So let me get it out the fridge. See what it all looks like. And here you go. You remember we put it in that little Ziploc bag? And that puppy's been marinating. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get us a... Well, let's start this here up first. Put it on bake, 350. Let's see here. Let me get my old pot out here. Go ahead and get some Pam. I'll spray the roof just so the roof don't get all funky too. All right. That one on this side. Well, we ain't scared. Look, we're going to put that all on there. Because we ain't scared. We ain't scared at all. Because if we were scared, we'd say we were scared. Alright, so actually, do we want to let that marinate in there? How much of this sauce we got left? Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to drain this marinade off. That's what we're going to do, because we ain't scared. And what we're going to do here is we are going to just use the rest of this. We left the pineapple chunks in, so it helps if that little piece comes off, because this is a little thicker. It smells so good. Pineapple habanero. And again, this is Bravado's pineapple habanero sauce. The ingredients are pineapple, white wine, vinegar, yellow bell pepper, habanero, garlic, and sea salt. So habanero is way down on the list, so it's not going to be super hot. Pineapple is your main ingredient, and we're going to put some more actual pineapple chunks in there, or as they call it, the tidbits. We want plenty of them up in there. We don't want the juice. We'll go ahead and put a bunch of pineapple tidbits up in there. Because pork and pineapple go so well together. You know, I think we're going to go ahead and put all these tidbits in there. I'm going to push some of that on the side. We're going to go ahead and put some over here. Got some in between. I'm going to go ahead and put some on the side here. So we got tidbits, a little bit of tidbits everywhere. All right, so still got some tidbits left. That could be dessert. Or if these cook down too much, I'll let these cook for about 45 minutes in this little heat box. So we're going to let that roll. We're going to check it at 30 minutes. So we're going to put the timer on for 30 minutes. Put the rest of these in the fridge. Alright, so now, what are we going to have with this? We're going to make us a little cornbread stuffing, stovetop style, which doesn't take long. And we're going to make some us some sweet peas. And again, we're going to take the box top off for the children, for their school. So we're going to go open this, we're going to pot that. We're not going to start cooking it yet because it only takes a few minutes to cook that. If I had some onions, I'd cut up some onions and put in those peas, but I don't. So what we got here, we're going to put this off to the side. That's all we got to do is boil some water and then put that in there, fluff it up, let it soak for a few minutes and be done with it. But we're going to put these peas here on the back. Got everything out there. There we go. Now we're going to get some. Good Lord, them children next door are loud. So we're going to get us some old butter. Put about a 2, maybe 2.5 tablespoons in there. Let's see what we're going to put up in there. We're going to go ahead and grind some sea salt up in there. We're going to go down with a little bit of cracked black pepper. Not much. A little bit of white pepper. Just a little sprinkle. I'll get down with some onion powder. Since we don't have onions, I'll go down with some onion powder. And we are going to do some parsley flakes. Get some more of these. We don't get parsley flakes often, but when we do, we use a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then just a little ground black pepper. Alright. Oh, no folly. No folly. That's in the wrong spot. There we go. Alright. So we're going to put this on, I'm going to put it on high just for a second while we figure out this ready in 5 minutes. So how much do we need? We need 1.5 cups. Or is it, hold on. Bring 1/2 cup of water and 1/4 cups or 4 tablespoons of margarine in a medium saucepan to a boil. Stir, put it in a pot, let it cover. Remove from heat, let stand for 5 minutes. Fluff with a fork. Okay. So we need the butter again. We need another . We're just going to use this here pot. We need it. 1/2 cup of water. Or is it 1.5 cups of water? I don't know. I'm going to go with 1.5. Here's 1. There's 1/2. Go ahead and get our margarine before I start stirring that other stuff up. 4 tablespoons. So we're gonna go 1. That equals about 2. And then this equals about 2. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna tighten that up here. I'm gonna put this on low to warm. Keep it covered. Need this cover for that. Get that out. Put this away again. Then all we need to do is bring this to a boil. And then pour this in it, stir it, take it off the pot, off the fire. Let it sit for 5 minutes, fluff it. And then because this hasn't touched any food, we're gonna break this down for recycling, for the kids' school, so they could get their computers and all of that jazz. Anyway, let's see, them pork tenderloins has about another 25 minutes. Well, 22 minutes before the old timer goes off. Not gonna keep y'all here for 22 minutes. I'll see y'all back in a few seconds, thanks to the power of the internet and the old mysteries of the interwebs. And then we'll get that other stuff cooked up, check the temps on those pork tenderloins, and plate up. All right, boys and girls, so the timer went off, so we got to check the temp. Let's fire this up so it could start boiling. Let's stir these peas up. They're smelling nice and righteous. Again, we're just going to keep that on low and warm. Let's go ahead and grab our 2 pot holders. Let's see where we are with this here when it comes to temperature wise. Get our old meat measuring heat. Let that bring that up. Should go to, I think, 160. Come on, cat, move out the way. We're at about 130-ish. Check that one. We roughly ran the same temp. 135-ish. So these suckers got to cook a little more. Like I said, I only set the thing for 30 minutes. So we need to go for another about 15 minutes in the old heat box here. Alright, so I'm going to go for another 10 minutes. So roughly a couple minutes, that'll start boiling. Break up the butter. Jack that up a little bit. Like this is starting to boil. You want to get a good rolling boil. Got a little bubbly boil. Got that butter nice and mixed up in there. There we go. There we got that big boil going. I want to go ahead and get that all stirred in. Got that good boil going. I'm going to turn this heat off. Remove it from the heat. And cover. We got 7.5 minutes there, so we're going to turn that off. So we're going to set this timer for 5 minutes. Start. Then we'll come back and fluff this in 5. Check the temp on that down below. And we should be good to go. So while we're waiting on that, we'll put the 2 pot holders up here. We'll hang our towel back up. Give the kitty cat a treat so she'll shut her pie hole. Alright, baby girl, it's close to Thanksgiving, so you can wait a couple more days for your turkey. We'll give you a little salmon here. Little fish treats. Alright, so we've got about 4 minutes left on that stuffing. Man, my elbow's been hurting. Let's see. We'll get a fork for me, a fork for my son, a kniff for him and a kniff for me. So, in about 3.5 minutes, this should be ready to be fluffed. That's still on warm, so we're good with that. We check that after we fluff this, because we know we got an extra 2 minutes for that, because it's about 45 minutes to an hour to cook that. And we let it go for 30 minutes, so we can have time to cook the rest of this. And everything comes out at the same time. That's one of the key things, you know, when you're cooking 3, 4, 5, 6 dishes, the timing is everything. If you want it all on a plate at the same time to eat, you know? Especially if you're doing like a Thanksgiving dinner or a Christmas dinner or a New Year's dinner where you got multiple things. You know, Thanksgiving, you got your turkey or ham, you got your mashed potatoes or stuffing, sometimes both. You got your peas, your green bean casserole, your oyster dressing, you got your green beans, green peas. Some people do macaroni, some people do noodles and gravy. You know, so I mean, you got your cranberry sauce, jelly, which just you stick it in the fridge and you cool it. Or you can make your own cranberry sauce, you know, with cranberries and gelatin and water, and you do it on the stove. You know, timing is everything when it comes to cooking multiple dishes. You know, it's timing's everything. As well as that's just to ensure you get it all on a plate at the same time. Now, knowing your way around this here old spice rack and the spice cabinet, that's to ensure you make it taste good. So you know what flavors go with what dishes. So, about 1.5 minutes, we'll fire this whole thing up. So, you know, Thanksgiving's just, what's today? Today is Monday. Thanksgiving's 3 more days away. I got my son. We were invited to go to Thanksgiving, but I don't have a car to get there. So I let my son decide, you know, hey, let him go see his mama for a couple hours so he'll have lunch with his mama. And I'll make us a small little dinner, you know, so we'll be fine. Anyway, what are you guys having for Thanksgiving? Or if this video comes out after Thanksgiving, what did y'all have for Thanksgiving? I don't know. I don't know what I'm making. Last year I went to some place for Thanksgiving, a friend of mine's mom's house, with her and her husband and her 3 kids, and her sister and her sister's 3 kids, you know. So that's what we did for Thanksgiving last year. I was by myself. I didn't have my son. Got to see him for 2.5 hours, but I mean, it wasn't enough for me to cook anything, you know, so we watched a movie. Anyway, it's time to get ready to fluff this, you know. And we'll check this here old heat box here in a minute. But we're going to fluff this and cover it back up so it keeps the residual heat within. Because if you put this and this on the plate right now, and that, if that ain't ready, it'll be cold by the time you start eating it. So we're going to go ahead and keep this lidded, and then we'll check that. So I'm going to fluff this, because otherwise it'll be just like cornbread mush. I want to fluff it up, which ain't nothing more than just tossing it around. Taste it. Yeah, that's good. You don't do really nothing to that. They put their own seasonings in it. You can make your own cornbread dressing. So let's back up, little girl. I'm gonna leave the heat box on. Back up. Go ahead and see what this is all about, heat-wise. And this will make some good sandwiches tomorrow, you know, for the old leftovers. We jumped up to 340 super quick. $345. We need $355 to $360. We at about $350 right now. That smaller one's at about $355. So we're going to stick it back in for about 5 more minutes or less. And we're going to go ahead and do it with the roof off. Actually, we're going to put the roof back on. Hey, son. About 2 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. Crank that up just a hair. Speed that process up. Because it only needs to go about 5 more degrees. And turn that off. We're going to start with plating all this up here. In that so it don't stick. go ahead and get these peas. Off. These some bitches that are the office people and the maintenance people here, they don't communicate very well. Cause I had my garbage disposal quit working 2.5 weeks ago. Called to get it fixed. They still ain't come out. Now, ever since then, the hot water has stopped working. I called up there. They're like, yeah, we know. We got a broken pipe. It'll be back on by tonight. Needless to say, no, it ain't. So, we ain't got hot water to take a shower. Good thing I didn't go nowhere today. So, I really don't need to take a shower. Hell, I ain't even leave my PJs today. But ever since this morning, I got a drippy faucet. So I called to complain about the hot water not working, the garbage disposal not working, and the drippy faucet. Oh, we'll send somebody out there today. Well, guess what? Now it's 6:30. It quit working at 5. So, guess what? But yet they want to raise my rent. They want to raise the rent. But yet they want to give me shitty service. And I live in a damn ghetto. So, I mean, come on. That's all the peas. All right, boy. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this here old heat box off. It should be up to temp. Alright. Go ahead and get yourself something to drink, son. All I gotta do is carve this up as soon as I check the temperature. Yeah, 150. Just need to go to 155 to 160 and we're good.
Is it even moving?
Yeah, it's moving slowly because it's almost to its temp. And we are now at 159, 160. We are good to go. All we got to do is slice it and dice it. Let's check that other one. At 160, 162, we're good. All right. Let's get the big knife. Slice this puppy up. Got one of them tenderloins all slit up. Let's go ahead and slice this other one up. This one that we got at Kroger's, the Kroger brand, it gave us 2 tenderloins, but they're not as fat as you know what I'm saying. They're not as all right. So do. Yeah, the hornmells, they wider. Not as long, but wide. So we're gonna start off with 4 of these damn things here. 5. How many pork tenderloin medallions you want to start with there, son?
4.
Give you 5 because that little tip ain't much. I'm gonna give you these big centerpieces. Hang on.
Pineapple.
That's what I'm going to do. Come in this and rinse off this fork here, because that was used for the old that was used for the peas. I had to rinse it off. I'm gonna divvy up all these pineapple tidbits.
Just leave some in there.
No, I'll just divvy them all up. And you can go if you want. I mean, there's only like 2 more little scoops. Gotcha. One more little piece of pineapple. Just do a little once over, make sure. There's one little chunk there. Little chunk there. Alright, so there we have it. Alright, so we are going to stick this here in the water to soak. I'll grab our little eating utensils, throw them on the plate, turn off this light, and we're going to walk on over to the glorious coffee table where we do all our grubbing. And he's got something on the telly. I don't know what it is, but he's got it muted down so we can go ahead and do this here. This is the first time we made this pork tenderloin. First time we used the Kroger brand. It's also the first time we marinated it with that hot sauce and pineapple. So, what you think so far?
I'll wait for you to find out.
It's not terrible, but I'm thinking
the pineapple transferred well. However, the hot part didn't.
Well, that sauce wasn't too hot to start with.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking if and when we do that again, because that sauce was expensive. That little bottle was like $7. Whenever you get specialty hot sauces, that was expensive. Thinking maybe some little bit of salt, a little bit of brown sugar.
Okay, I can see that.
I mean, it's not terrible.
No, it's still really good.
Alright, so we had a phone call in the midst of dinner there, but anyway, we back to it. The stuffing's good. You know, I can't take credit for the stuffing except for the fact that I heated up some water and stirred it. Done. Peas are good. Again, can't take much credit for that. I just took them out of can, put my seasonings in it, let it rock and roll. Pork tenderloin, on the other hand, I marinated for 24 hours. I'm thinking some brown sugar, like I said, next time. If we do a plain one with pineapple sauce and hot. I'm not getting none of the habanero flavor, though.
Did you eat the pineapples yet?
Yeah.
You get it if you eat the pineapples.
You get a little heat in the back of your throat, not much. I mean, it's not overbearing.
No, but neither was the sauce for dinner.
You know, some people see habanero and they get scared. But as you heard earlier, I read the ingredients. Whenever you're looking at ingredients on a bottle or a box or a can, the thing closest to the top has your most, and then it kind of tapers off. So if you wanted to know how much, I mean, you don't know exactly how much they had in it, but you know there was more pineapple than habanero, because habanero was the last thing on the thing. But it said medium heat, and I ain't getting all in it, you know. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to finish this, and we're going to watch our telly. So, over here, got that subscription button. Hit that if you want to watch some more of this goodness, wackiness, ghetto-ness that we call a Big Red Show. Next to it's the notification bell. Click that. You'll be notified when we got new content. Over here, got thumbs up, thumbs down. Bow, bow, bow. Hit me with one. It doesn't matter which. Just lets us know you're watching. And if somebody gives you a crazy look like that, bow, hit them too. Anyway, down below you got a description box. Open it up. There's description to this video with links to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as a link to my friend's t-shirt website where you can purchase Big Red Show t-shirts and Dark Side of Red t-shirts. It's, you know, just wacky things that come out of this mind that I think's funny. And he ends up putting them on shirts for me. So anyway, go check them out. Check his stuff out. He does the cutesy anime and cartoon and geeky kind of things. I do the offbeat, crazy, make you think, wacky stuff, plus the Big Red Show stuff. Check that out. If you don't want to click the link, go up to your thing. www.temp.com, www.teeimp.com. Check it out, and then there's a little navigation thing on the top. Click the Big Red show, or Big Red, I forgot what we got at Big Red. Anyway, click that, and then you can scroll down and see the different categories that I have. All his categories are the ones over there. Anyway, down below all of that shenanigans, you got the comment section. Type me out a comment. Type you one back. Show me yours and I'll show you mine. Just want to thank each and every one of you guys from day one subs to the newest subs. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for hanging out with me this long. You know, yeah, I appreciate it. From the bottom of this big fat belly to the top of this almost bald dome. You know, you got better things to be doing, but you know, hey, you're watching the Big Red show. So hey, it's all good gravy, baby. So, that being said, I just need you to do me an itsy bitsy favor, 2 itsy bitsy favors. 1, share the damn video. Share it with your family, your friends, and tell your mom, tell your pa, tell your greasy grandma. Share the video with your family and friends, barnyard animals, your pets, your neighbors' pets. Share it with your neighbors. I don't care. You know, hey, take it to school with you. Show your friends, you know. I don't care how you do it. Snail mail, email, Instagram, mammogram, sonogram. Just share it. Fold it up, put it in a bottle, throw it in the ocean. Let a lonely pirate find it, or a big fat manatee. It don't matter who watches, just let people watch. I just want to thank each and every one of y'all, and I'll see you guys next time in the kitchen for another episode of the Ghetto Gourmet. Until then, may all your cooking be ghetto fabulous. We outsy!